Today we're going to be looking at a yarn haul. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel Kazzalistic, and hi to my new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining me. So today we're going to be looking at a yarn haul. This is my mystery one that I didn't know who it was from. I do now know it's from Donna, who actually sent me my last yarn haul that I shared. So thanks very much, Donna. I didn't actually know it was coming, so it was a complete surprise. Thank you so much, Donna. Bless your heart. It's very sweet of you, and you really didn't have to do that, but thank you ever so much. I have thanked her privately, but I just wanted to say it on camera so she could see. So I'm basically going to be sharing what she's very kindly sent me. I do apologise if there is a bit of chirping in the background today. Chip has decided not to be quiet anymore, and as she's a little peed off with me because I've been out for most of the day today, so she's protesting a little bit. So when I was trying to do the introduction, there was actually 5 takes before she wasn't chirping in that initial bit. So if she'll probably prove me wrong now that I've said something, but just in case you're new to the channel, I have I have 2 cockatiels, but it's one that's in the room that I record in. Unfortunately, don't have a mute button, so never work with children and animals, they say, don't they? Okay, so anyway, these are all James C. Brett yarns. So I'm going to start with the marble yarns first, and then I will share one of the cakes that they've done. So I've actually got 3 balls that don't have labels. This comes from a bundle that comes from PurpleLinda. This is not a sponsored video. She does bundles where they've either got damaged labels or no labels, and you can get them for a really, really good price. So they work out cheaper. So Donna's basically got me a couple of more of those bundles. I've actually got more labels on them this time, but I do have 3 that don't have a label. So I'm going to start with one with a label, and I'm going to sort of try and mix it up. So this will be the same for all the ones apart from the cakes. It's James C. Brett Marble Double Knitting, which are 100-gram balls. They're 100% acrylic, 240 meters, which is 262 yards. So this one is shade MT8. You see right there. There we go. And this one is kind of a burnt orange, sort of mustardy yellow colours, mixed in sort of a beigey taupe sort of brown. It's really pretty. So I've got one of those. I've also got one ball of this. I don't have a label for it, unfortunately, so I don't know what the colour code is, but at least I thought if I show it anyway, you know, it might give you some ideas. So there's sort of, its primary base is obviously burgundy. It's got flecks of, it's got orange bits, purple bits, pink bits. There is even some green bits here. And there's a tiny bit of blue peeking through there. So it's quite a mottled, varied yarn. Not explained that terribly well, I do apologise. I'm very tired. I'll explain why in a minute when we're done. So that's one ball. Then I've actually got 2 of this one. They look slightly different, but they are actually, it's just because the way they're, you know how it is, they wind them differently, so they're just showing slightly differently. So again, James C. Brett Marble DK. I'm not going to keep showing the front label because obviously it's always going to be the same. And the shade code for this one is MT16. Now this, I think, is one of the colours that actually came with the last bundle. So I think I may actually have 3 balls of this now, which is rather handy. So you can see there's all blues, there's different browns, there's sort of slightly dark, sort of burnt orange, kind of amber colour. So I've got 2 of those. The next one, now I think I got this in my last bundle. It's basically white twisted with various sort of browns and sort of silvers. I'm not sure what that one's called. But I was looking at this, I was thinking that would make like a really nice like snowy owl, like, and I don't know if you have them elsewhere in the world, but we have barn owls in the UK, and it sort of reminded me of their colours a little bit. So that's where my mind's going with that at the moment, but of course I've got to have to find an appropriate pattern, but yeah. Okay, let's go for a pretty colour. I know a couple of people that are going to like this. Ta-da! So I've got two balls the same. So again, it's James C. Brett Marble DK, and this shade is MT28. There we go, right there. And as you can see, it's purples and pinks. Really pretty. Needless to say, because purple is my favourite colour, I'm absolutely in love with this. It's really, really pretty. So I've got two balls of that. The next one doesn't have a label, so I don't know what the colour code is. But it's shades of green, and it's got greys and sort of light greens almost going into yellows mixed in as well. So that's very pretty. Quite nice at springtime, I think. And the last two marble DKs, again I've got two the same, and this one is MT17, right there, and this one is sort of just predominantly just sort of taupe sort of colour. There are some patches where there's darker browns mixed in. So that's that one. And last but very much not least, I am completely in love with these. I've been seeing these a lot on camera, so I'm going to be adding to the club. This is James C. Brett Northern Lights one ball, one shawl, double knitting. So there's the label in case you've not seen it. I think quite a few people have shown this on camera now. And this is 450 metres, which is 492 yards. It is 95% premium acrylic, 5% viscose, and requires a 4mm hook or needles. And the shade for this one is NL1. And look at those colours. I'm just going to hold it still for a minute just so you can look at all those beautiful colours. Blues and pinks, yellows, there's even a bit of orange in there. Just absolutely stunningly beautiful. So I've actually got, Donna's very kindly sent me two of these. Oh, it's gone a bit out of focus. There we go. So I've got two of these. Now I do know that Donna also sent Sian some. I haven't actually watched Sian's video yet, but I know she has put it up since I've been out this morning. So I know that Donna sent Sian a different colour to the one I've got. So if you want to see, and you don't, if you want to see how, tell I'm tired, sorry, I'll put my teeth in today. If you want to see a different colour in the same yarn, do nip across to Sian's channel. If you've never come across Sian, I know a lot of you guys that watch me regularly have, but I'll put a link down in the description for the video where she actually shares the one that Donna sent her, so you'll be able to get to see two of the different shades sort of up close, because I do think it's easier to see things on camera than sometimes it is on websites. So isn't that pretty? And I have to say, this is so soft. It feels, oh, it just feels lovely. It feels way better than a lot of acrylics. I mean, it's even softer than Stylecraft, I'd say. It really does just feel amazing. It's so soft. I do have an idea for a project in mind for this. I'm thinking I might make a cardigan possibly with it. I was going to do, I found a pattern. Jan very kindly sent me a couple of magazines, and there was a booklet from West Yorkshire Spinners, and in that booklet there's actually a pattern for a sleeveless cardigan. So I was thinking, because Donna said that I could use these yarns for whatever I wanted, so because this is extra special, I'm thinking I might make a cardigan out of this. I've just got to work out if I've got enough yardage to fit my size, so I've still got to figure that out. I just haven't had time to do it since it's arrived. So yeah, so thanks, that's everything I've got to show. So thanks Donna ever so much. I really do appreciate you blowing me away, because you'd only just sent me a bundle, and then I wasn't expecting more, so thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And Donna's a pensioner, bless her, and she's in the States, so it was very kind of you to do that, and I'm very thankful to have you as a friend, so thank you ever so much. It's really lovely. Yeah, so that's all we have to show. So I like to show it on camera because then Donna gets to see it as well, because she's ordered it direct from the shop. So I'll link Sian's video down in the description, if just in case some of you that are new to the channel haven't come across Sian. Yeah, so she's another crochet channel, so, and she's lovely, and she's one of my friends. I'm very proud to say we've become friends now, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's it for the yarn haul craft bit. So if you're not here for the life update, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. See you on Saturday. I don't know what day of the week it is. Terrible. Okay, so life update. Well, today the reason I've been out, apart from doing shopping and, you know, food shopping and boring bits, my mum and I made a trip out to a place called Walshamley Willows, which is a village on the outskirts of the town that I live in. It's about a 20-minute drive roughly to get there, because they had a big display outside the church. There were 5,500 poppies that were crocheted and knitted, and I thought, oh, that's going to be amazing to show on my channel. But I didn't have my car when it was first put out. Obviously it was done for Remembrance Sunday, which is obviously just the weekend just gone, and we went there just on the vague hope that they might still be out. I thought it might take them a couple of days to get it down. It's already gone, so I'm really sorry guys, I missed it. As you know, my car was being MOT'd, so I couldn't have got there. I'm really gutted. So I did a big long round trip and don't have anything to show for it, and I'm really gutted. So I'm going to see if I can find some photos online, and I'll tag them onto the end of the video at the end, just so you get an idea of what it was like. It was on the local news here, so I was hoping to get across and film it, and I just missed it, so I'm sorry about that. And if you're new to the channel, I am a full-time carer, so juggling things can be tricky sometimes. Other than that, there's not really been a lot going on since the weekend. Yeah, I've just been sort of doing chores and crocheting quite a lot. I've started working on a project, actually using some of the DK marble that Donna sent me. I was actually making something for myself, and the rest of the yarn I was going to use for my charity work. It's something that I've got to make as a pair. I've got one done and I'm part way through the second one. I'm hoping to get it finished for the weekend. But I don't know if I'm going to run out of yarn, so I'm playing yarn chicken basically, so I'm hoping that it's not going to run out. I think I've just got enough, but you know when you just, you know it's going to be a little bit tight. I'm doing that in a minute. So if I play yarn chicken and win, the next video will be boot cuffs. If not, I have no idea what the next video is going to be, and I will be scrambling to make something in time. So I'm hoping that that there is enough yarn there. I think there might be, but it's UK double trebles or US trebles, so it's using a lot of yarn for the stitches, so yeah. So I'm hoping that that will be a thing for the next video. But other than that, yeah, I mean, life update, other than I've got my car back now, there's not an awful lot to tell you. The refund that I've still got to get for the incident that I had last week with trying to top up my smart meters for the gas and electric. I've been into the shop today because it's been a week and I haven't got my refund. And she needs to speak to the manager, so I've got to go back on Thursday. So I'm hoping to get some sort of resolution, although that she's still talking like I've got to speak to head office when she didn't give me a receipt. That's going to be very difficult for me. So it's a bit of a nightmare, because it's basically meaning that it's becoming difficult for me to afford medication, because £30 is a lot of money to lose. So I'm a little bit stressed. But other than that, everything's just trundling along nicely. We've got some appointments to do on Thursday, so yeah, Thursday's going to be a busy day. Yeah, we've got every week on the same day we've got appointments either for myself or for my friend, so we've got quite a busy time coming up. And I've only just got a couple of Christmas gifts today. I'm nowhere near. I don't know about you guys, I'm just not feeling Christmas at all this year. I'm just tired and skint in the UK means you've got no money. It's a slang term, so I thought I'd better just you don't know where people are watching around the world that might not know that phrase. So yeah, it's weird phraseology, isn't it? One of the ones, I'm from a county called Suffolk in the UK, and one of the phrases that's unique to my county is and this is just one example, there are lots of examples, but this is the main one that always comes to mind because I use it a lot. If something is wonky, so not straight, so it's like that, it's slightly on the is what we call it in Suffolk. So I'm sure you've all got weird phrases where you come from. So what's one that's unique to your county or your country from where you're from? I'd love to know. It's interesting, isn't it, how language can be different even throughout. You know, I'm from the UK, and even throughout the UK, something that I would call an alleyway down here in Suffolk is actually in Yorkshire called a ginnel. So I lived with somebody from Yorkshire many years ago, and she used that phrase, and I was kind of like, what? Took a while for us to actually figure out what she was trying to tell me it was, but we got there. Yeah, so yeah, I've had not another troll exactly, but I've had one negative comment on the channel, which was actually on the unicorn blanket, which, considering it's had over 7,500 views now, it's one of the videos that's done the best of mine. Don't make any, if anyone thinks you make money on YouTube, you really, really don't, honestly. Even with that kind of number of views, you don't get squat. So but it's done, that video's done quite well, and somebody was complaining that it wasn't really a tutorial. Well, it wasn't a tutorial, and that apparently I babble on and on, which I agree with. I do talk a lot, but I just treat it as though I'm talking to one of my friends, and unfortunately I do babble. So I gave a very polite response, and actually I have to say it hasn't really bothered me. I'm just bringing it up because it's something interesting to talk about, to be quite honest. But thanks to Lucy for backing me up, and obviously my friend as well, that's in the other room, both commented and sort of, you know, said don't be horrible. But I did point out that I'm not a tutorial channel, and that it does say that in the about section of my channel, so I put her in a place. In a nice way. I try to be nice to everybody, even if they're horrible, but I do take, if somebody's a troll, I just take it down. I don't even let you guys even see it, so I sort of do that, but I haven't had too much. So it's only the third time I think I've had a problem. So yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much the excitement of my life for the last few days, since I recorded on Saturday. So the next video hopefully will be the boot cuffs, providing my yarn chicken works out. If not, I'm not sure what the next video will be if not, but yeah. So I just want to say again, special thank you to Donna for the yarn. I really appreciate it. It's really lovely. I've got multiple balls of stuff, so that does obviously help me do some bigger projects, which is what Donna I think was aiming for. So thank you, that was really thoughtful of you, and I really do appreciate it. And we all love James C. Brett. It's always lovely to work with, isn't it? So that's it for today. I'm sorry if I have yapped on a bit. I am a bit tired, and yeah, I've been sleeping really well, but a bit too well. I'm having lots of very bizarre dreams at the minute. Some have involved two of my friends that have passed in the last 5 years, so that's been a bit weird. But some of it has just been nobody in particular, and just very weird scenarios. I dream very profusely, and one of my side effects of my antidepressant medication, actually it can cause nightmares and prolific dreaming. So I'm obviously just going through a cluster of that. I'm presuming it's my medication, but I'm waking up actually feeling more tired than when I went to sleep, because I think I'm kind of quite active in my sleep at the minute with the dreams. So so I'm sorry if I'm chuntering, but that's why. You know what it's like when you're tired and you just get verbal diarrhea? That's what's happening to me today. Yeah, sure you feel the pain. Thank you all as well for sharing everything that you've been making. Do continue to do that. I do love hearing from you. And don't forget to join the Facebook group, because that's where I try and interact with people a lot more, and you can share photos of what you're making. We share things like pattern links, if there's codes and things like that. I will share them if I find things. So do pop along and join us. It's a nice little community we've got there. So that's it for real this time. So until next time, remember to stay well, happy crafting, and until next time, remember to stay true to yourself. Bye.